This meeting is being recorded.
Sitting beside her, I watched intently as a single tear rolled down her eye. She spoke slowly, softly, just loud enough to tell me why she cries. She doesn't really seem to know why, and neither do I. But even though 20 years ago she left my life, but now she has returned. All the hurt and buildup in my heart because of her absence burned. Because now she's here, and it's her turn to tell me what happened, to tell me why. If she can't do that, then that's fine. I'll just sit here with her and listen to her cry. Listen to her tell me what she can. I just want to know why she ran. It's okay for her to tell me I'm grown now, and I do understand. Life can get complicated when you spend it chasing a man.
Okay. How you guys doing? This is Taomi Ray, and I am here with you for the very first episode of Please Pass the Mic. We hope that you enjoyed a snippet of Wearing Mama's Shoe. That is a Taomi Ray original from the very first, second album, The Renaissance, that you can dig up on Amazon, but you can definitely hear that on SoundCloud / Taomi 3000. I want to welcome you guys to this monthly meeting that I'm going to sit here and have with you. And sometimes I'm going to have guests. Sometimes I'm just going to share my screen and give you some information. But I have decided and dedicated myself, my time to 30 minutes to be with you once a month in what I call At Your Kitchen Table podcast. In time, with the Lord say the same, we'll venture out and we'll create a bona fide studio space. The space we're utilizing right now works just fine. We've got everything that we need. We will be adding to the space, so I want you to stay tuned. I want to tell you a little bit about what we're going to talk about today. We're only going to be here for 30 minutes. So if you have time and you want to sit down and grab some friends, grab some coffee, grab some tea. It's a beautiful Saturday, and we're really happy about being here with you. So, what we got going on this morning is the introduction of the Empire Minds vision. I want to tell you how that came about. Our topic for this very first episode is vacation spots and Mother's Day. So, we're going to talk for a few minutes about cool places to vacation and visit that are inexpensive and that are doable. If that's something that you're trying to do for yourself, for your family, or for your mother, because Mother's Day is uh, on the way. So, I want to always start with a word of wisdom and some knowledge, because the Empire Minds Media Company, what our main goal is, we're really here to try to deliver content that's inspiring. We want to inspire you. Motivation comes from within. But if you're inspired, you can motivate yourself to do some things. We want to enlighten you and we want to empower you to be the very best you that you can be. So we're here once a month on the second Saturday, and we want to give you something good to think about. We want to share some positive information with you, and overall, we just want to sit and try to get followers and see if we can sell products. We have products and merchandise, from books, from we have a new album getting ready to release. There are several different things coming down the pike. I'm very close to being ready to make an announcement, but I have a meeting on Tuesday with some very important people. So I'll be waiting to see what that meeting produces at the end of that. When I come back to you in June, you will know what other ventures that Empire Minds is going to get itself involved with. And we're trying our very best to stay involved in positive content. Positive content creators is what we're aspiring to be. There are a lot of people that have a microphone. There are a lot of people that have a platform, but I don't want to follow everyone. And I'm sure you don't either. So I want you to be specific about your online diet. I want you to be intentional about the podcast that you choose to sit down and listen to, whether you listen to it in your car, whether you come back and listen to this while you're cleaning your home, while you are babysitting your grandchildren, wherever you are in your life. I want you to be filled with positive content because there's so much information that's coming back and forth all the time, everywhere we look. And we here at Empire Minds Media want to bring media to you in the most positive way possible through podcasting, through the audio products that we do have. We have some albums that are already available for you. We'll get you some links so that you can peruse that if you're not familiar already with the T-Ray 3K brand products. We'll make sure you know where those things are so that you can make those things a part of your library and so that you can share those positive things with other people that you know. We're not going to build up into full-fledged conferences, but what I can say is that there will definitely be a continuation of virtual webinars and seminars and possibly symposiums. So we're going to go in that direction as long as we possibly can, and we'll continue to build and we'll see where we are in 12 months. I've scheduled 12 months worth of shows for you. And before I even get into my story, and this is a part of the introduction of the Empire Minds journey, just so that you'll understand where did all of this come from. This just came from the work that I've been doing. I've been doing work as a spoken word artist for about 15 years. I've been an educator for this year, coming school year will be 23 years. I have worked as an organizer with the Democratic Party in the state of Alabama. I worked as a union representative for the education union and NEA or TEA, which stands for Tennessee Education Association. I've been a union representative and served as an activist and recruiter, made phone calls for legislation, that have done a whole bunch of things in the activist vein. Um, I've done so many different things that at this juncture in my life, my goal is to make sense of all the things that I've done. And so I wanted to bring something that would be packaged, that could be specific, so that every month you would have something that you can digest, that you can take with you and become inspired by it and be enlightened by it and hopefully be empowered with it. So there's nothing that I want to share with you that is purely to be talking about myself. Everything that I share about my journey and my story, and as I can bring guests in, and as my co-CEO comes in with a segment of his own, we will share ourselves in a transparent manner, only to inspire, enlighten, and empower you to be the best you that you can possibly be. So let me run by you a few of these dates just so that you could be aware. This will all be posted. I'm in the process of developing a website, a full-fledged website, but for now, all of this information is going to come through on the Facebook platform. We're going to use www.facebook.com/Taomi3000, and you'll get an opportunity to look at all of the events that are going to come down the line. I'll be scheduling those events. I did this show pre-recorded so that I could get an opportunity to narrow in on the things that I'd like to see myself do better, in ways that I can bring in guests that will be beneficial. Got several people that I've already spoken with that are excited about being guests on this particular show. So I'm excited myself about this opportunity that I just created this. Just created this. You have to create opportunities in many cases when they don't seem to exist. There's nothing wrong with creating an opportunity. And whatever should happen with that opportunity, we hope that God will bless it. We hope that God will bless it. So some dates to let you be aware of. This was the very first installment. Today is May 13. And our next installment will be June 10, July 11, August 12, September 9, October 14, November 11, and December 9. These are all the dates that I will be sitting somewhere. Maybe I'll be in my office. Maybe I'll be in my backyard. Maybe I'll be on my screened in porch. Maybe I'll be somewhere at some cool place. But wherever I should happen to be, I'm going to sit with you for 30 minutes and I'm going to give you some positive information because I know so many of us are tired of so many major entities that pop out with a microphone and they almost say nothing. There's so many people that have an opportunity to speak life into the regular everyday people, the people on the grind, the people like you and me. I am a mother. I have two children. They are 25 years old, is my son, and I have a 22-year-old daughter. And yeah, I raised them. So we will definitely have an episode on parenting, parenting for the old school, parenting for the new school, parenting if your children are small, parenting if your kids are in middle school, parenting all the way through the adult years. Because trust me, you never stop being a parent. So here at Empire Minds Media, we want to give you some positive information and some encouraging words to help you on your journey. Empire Minds got started with the journey of a poet, and that poet happens to be me. So I'm here with you to discuss a few things today. We're going to talk about vacation spots first. That's going to be our first item. We're going to hit you with a couple of different locations that, in case you're not aware of, that you can go to these places. You can have fun with your mom. You can have fun with your bae. You can have fun with your best friend. Whatever you need to do, get yourself a vacation. Get some vacation going on in your life. So I'm going to take a quick moment to give us a commercial break. And for this commercial break, we're going to listen to another piece by Taomi Ray because I own the rights to this music. So this is why I'll be choosing to use my music. I'm going to introduce you to my band. I have an AI band. I'll be introducing you to them a little later in the segment. So don't go anywhere. I just want you to stay tuned. We're going to go ahead and put on this quick little soundbite so that we can have a commercial break and then we'll be right back.
Did you ever get that feeling that you knew something? You could sense something. You can feel something was coming. Think with your mind and not with your eyes. Trust the gut, trust the feeling inside. They blew it. Yep, you knew it. You said it, you saw it, you went through it. That's why you knew it. Have you ever seen it coming and had nothing to say? Step back. Look at this, look at that. Just throw your hands up for that day. But guess what? That's a good time to pray. If you ever prayed before, or if you never prayed before, when you see it coming, you better pray that day. Even if you don't know what to pray for. Learn how to put your head to the floor. Learn how to bend your knee. Learn how to say, God, help me, please. Learn how to do what God says exactly, specifically, and then do it. Because if you've ever seen it coming, you know it's on its way. You had a feeling. You thought about something. You knew something was going to happen that day. So if you ever see it coming, you better pray. You better be ready for whatever the universe has to say.
All right, so that's Have You Ever Seen It Coming? That's one of the singles that is going to be on the newest album that we don't have a specific release date yet. So once we get that specific release date, we'll let you know. But have you ever seen it coming? It's definitely a piece of poetry that I wrote to speak to issues that you get that gut feeling on the inside, and you kind of feel like, yeah, I knew it. I knew that was going to happen. So see, when you have those little gut feelings, you really need to trust those. Trust them with everything that's in your soul. So first vacation spot I want to talk to you about, because Mother's Day is coming up, and if you haven't figured out what to do for her, like, you probably ought to listen to her and see what she likes. But everyone likes a good vacation. So even if it's not for your mother, if it's for you or someone other, you think about how you can budget this out. Now, I live here in the beautiful state of Tennessee. I was born under those blue skies in Alabama, but I've been in Tennessee for the majority of my adult life. I have a long testimony of all the other places that I lived, but we'll talk about that on another episode. But the very first cool spot that is really not that expensive is this place called Ruby Falls. Okay. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm just going to let you look at a little bit of things that I'm looking at, and I want you to think about it. Okay, think if it's a cool spot or not. And if you're interested and you're in the Tennessee area and you're trying to find a cool place to vacation, I'm telling you, Ruby Falls. It's probably the place you should go. So I'm going to share my screen here. I really appreciate you guys for being with me. Uh, Starting a new endeavor is always a challenge, and you're hoping that you're doing it right. You're hoping that you know what you're doing. And basically, you're just going to do the best you can. I've watched lots of podcasts over the years, and I've been trying to practice how you do it and what's the best way to do it. And so I decided, let me just do it. And that's what I'm doing here, just doing it. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get this screen up for you to see what's going on in this place called Ruby Falls. What is it and all that. All right. It's a possibility that I was just talking and you couldn't hear me. That's possible. So we're going to take you to another location. So I hope you looked at the Ruby Falls. Really cool spot. Another waterfall that's in it's in Alabama. It's called Nakalula Falls. And Nakalula Falls is everything. I mean, I'm telling you, if you aren't familiar with this place, I'm going to share my screen, let you look at it a little bit. Hopefully there's a video I can play. That way it's not like I'm just on here and you can't hear me. It's very possible that you didn't hear anything that I said. So we'll see how that worked out. And that's why this is a free episode, because we're going to keep building this platform until we can make it seamless and flawless and have backgrounds and have microphones and have the built-in surround soundproof booth. All of those things are coming in time. And at this point in time, we're just releasing content. We're just creating a repertoire of positive episodes that literally last 30 minutes, that will not keep you all day, that will give you something positive to think about, something to do as your week goes on or as your month is going along, because this is a once a month thing. Second Saturday of every month, you'll see my little face, and I'll be giving you some positive content to help inspire and enlighten and empower you. So my last one before I go into our word of wisdom, and then we'll leave with my AI beat band. I want to kind of give you a little sample of how they sound, because they are so off the chain that I think you're going to like it. So let me get you to this last place that I think would be cool for just a very inexpensive vacation situation. So Tunica, Mississippi is very much like an Atlantic city. If you are from the East Coast or some other part of the country, you're probably very, very familiar with um, Atlantic City. But when it comes to Tunica, it is very similar. It's a very similar situation. Let me get to a website. Okay, I'm going to share this screen and show you about this place. All right, as I get better with my technology, thank you for bearing with me. We are almost near the end of our 30 minutes together, and I've talked to you about 3 really cool vacation spots. I hope that you can think about those things in terms of Mother's Day is coming right around the corner. Definitely want you guys to think about your mama and find something cool to do with her, or even if this is not for your mother, if it's for you, if you're the mama, you're trying to give yourself a little cool vacation, find somewhere fun to go. Something not that expensive, something you can take beautiful pictures and remember them forever. Um, by words of wisdom. So when I thought about how this journey began, what came to my mind and what I wrote on my notebook was starting from nowhere. What do you do when you start from nowhere? Well, I'm going to tell you exactly what you do. You lean on God. Because if you think about, and I'm going to read them to you just so you're clear. Proverbs 3, trust in the Lord. Yes, yes, Lord. I got to start right there. Trust 3 and 5. Let me go right there. 3 and 5. That's where we are. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding, but in all thy ways acknowledge him. If you acknowledge God, he's going to direct your paths. You can start from nowhere. You can start from anywhere. And God will direct your paths if you trust in him. So my message to each of you today for stopping by and hanging out with me is to trust in the Lord with all your heart. No matter where you starting from nowhere, starting from the bottom, starting from somewhere else, trying to get somewhere, trust in the Lord with all your heart. And don't lean to your own understanding, because sometimes what you think you know it, sometimes you don't. You thought you knew it, and that's how you messed around and blew it. Okay, that's exactly how that can happen. And in many cases, you already saw it coming. So God knew it anyway. So with that being said, I just want to thank you guys for coming and being a part of what we're doing here. So I'm gonna end with something from I want to just actually introduce you to the AI Incredibox beat band. I'm gonna let you hear how they sound and if it will let me do it. Yep, I'm gonna just let you hear how they sound, and if I can get a visual, I'll definitely have to show you how they look. Okay, so if that didn't just sound cool, if I can get these people on the screen, let me try my best to get this on the screen because I need you to see these graphics. I'm utilizing this app and it's called Incredibox. And it is one of the most amazing apps I think I've ever used. So let me try to pull this screen up and see, can I find it for you? Because I definitely need you to hear or see how they look. Okay, so this is like all the things you can do. This is what it actually looks like here. All right, let me go to share.